Hello, this is Daily75 Games. Welcome back to another Project 1999 EverQuest video. It's another guide video, and this time it will be on Felwithe. So here we are at the entrance outside in the Greater Feydark. Coming up to the guards and the nice little gate that they have. Very narrow, so it wasn't meant for big ogres or trolls. So, Felwithe is sort of small compared to Kellethan, if you ask me. There's 5 guilds. It's about the same amount of guilds, actually, now that I think of it. But the city just feels really compact. There's actually 2 zones that's part of the city. So there's a south and maybe, is it a north? North part of it? Here we are. So in this area, actually, you'll quite often find necromancers or other people killing guards, other high-level characters. I'm not sure if like wizards, or sorry, magicians can do it as easily, but yeah, these guys look at me warmly, probably because I've killed so many orcs. Tekin is going to be doing the tour today, like the last one, and I seem to have characters that'll be able to get me in every city in Noreth, except for maybe the ones on Otis. I'm sure Tekin can get into there, the erudite city. There's, is it Payneal? Is the kind of like the evil half of the erudites? I don't think he'll be able to go in there. I'm not sure about that though. So anyways, first thing that you come to is a guild hall. I'm not sure who this guy represents. It could be Cleric, but yeah, clerics are here. If you try to click on them. Yeah, they should. I mean, new characters will probably start here. I'm not sure why there's so many dead players there. That's a little odd. But, not a member of the Paladin class. So the Paladins and the Clerics kind of share the area. Oh, that's going right back. We need to go downstairs, actually. Downstairs in these marbled halls. Nothing here. I think this is the area, is it? Yeah. General Jaileel. Now, you do hand in some later quests, quests that won't be showing now, but things that you get like in Crushbone or like the Orc Messenger bag that you can bring to him. Now, there is someone called Yeolarn Bronzeleaf, and that's Cleric, part of the Cleric Guild. Maybe it's in the next room over. Chalice. Interesting name. I don't know where this Yeolarn Bronzeleaf is. It's not here. Anyways, that's where the Bone Chip quest is. So there's only 3 rooms here. Not sure where this person could be, actually. Maybe I should have looked that up. I thought it would be easy to find the person. But I've never done the Bone Chip quest. I actually have the bones to do it, so I will be right back. I'm going to find this person. Okay, I was mistaken. Yeolarn Bronzeleaf and the other clerics, I believe, are here. It's in another section. Hello. Yeah, I actually don't think I've really come in and interacted with them very much in this room. Okay, so what does it say? Will you help protect the mother? I will help protect the mother. Okay, so he said originally, Hail Tekin, we of Tenair are charged with protecting the Great Mother from the forces of Inarok. Even now, the evil minions of this foul deity are despoiling our great forest. Will you help us protect the mother? Okay, so I said I'd protect the mother. Yeah. Just outside the gates of Felwithe, the forces of Inarok gather in the guise of decaying skeletons. Bring me 4 sets of bone chips as proof of your vigilance. I assure you, your face shall not go unrewarded. Okay, so one at a time. Always one at a time. Even if they say 4, always spread it out. There you go. So I got some faction. Just all faction that went up, nothing went down. And spell. I got a spell. Strike. So it's for Cleric level 1. Not a bad start. I mean, it's not that hard to get the 4 bone chips, but it can be. I mean, there's not many decaying skeletons out in the Greater Fey. You see 1 or 2 in the newbie zones, and that's it. So this is the Cleric Hall, obviously, and go back out the way we came, back to the Paladin Guild. Now you can see it's quite a bit different than Kellethan, even though they are elves, very close allies as well. Here's the bank, Felwithe Keeper. And of course, do your banking here. Not exactly rich, but I have a few hundred plat, almost 500 plat on Tekin. Don't really need any of it at the moment. Oh, I had a bunch of armor in there. What's going on? Crested spalders, small bronze bracers. Small bronze van braces. Oh wow, I think I was saving this for my Dark Elf Cleric. Crested spalders. 6 stamina. Shoulders. That could go to my Cleric as well, I think. I'm not sure what he's wearing on his shoulders. Yeah, not bad. I forgot that I had these items. Interesting. Okay, so we'll continue on. And let's go back to the Paladin Guild so you understand where the heck I went. Beyond Feydark, obviously like a shop. And, well, here's, you can use your pottery wheel, and this is a kiln over here. And I used that a bit with my shaman, Sarkis, back late last year, was it? Or, yeah, over in Kabalis, the Ixar starting city. So anyways, let's continue back so you know where I ran to. So this is where I first came across the bridge. This is where a lot of, like, necromancers kill guards. And there's the Paladin Guild in there. I thought it was part of the Cleric Guild. It's not, apparently. Okay, so Feydark Bane. This is where you can sell and buy. There's some vendors in there. And this guy, I actually like this guy. He is part of the mail route. He wants me to deliver mail, so I say I am interested in mail. Let's say I will deliver Felwithe. And you get your mail and put it to wherever. Sure, can I sell this spell? I think I can. Probably just worth a few copper though. Okay, so there's that. And they're continue on our way. Here's the Cleric Guild that I passed by earlier. I don't think that there's anything on this side. I don't typically go this way. There's nothing in here. Shop of all hollows? Perky Kid. This is another player playing a dwarf. Yeah, full of merchants. It kind of looks like an inn, like you may be able to go upstairs. They have a lot of these... Oh, it's not an inn. Probably buy some cloth here. Bandages. Don't know if I have... I don't have any money on me anyway, but... Yeah. Bandages and everything whatnot all around here. Little shops for every little need. They're all over Kelthon. They're all over every major city as well. Okay, so what is this? Traveler's Home. Now, this looks like an inn, although inns don't really serve any purpose in this game. It's not like in World of Warcraft where you go to your tavern or inn just in order to log out and get that rested bonus for experience. Would be kind of cool if you had that in this game, but I can just hear so many minds going, oh, it's World of Warcraft stuff. No, we don't want that in our game. Be that as it may, I just wish inns had a more of a purpose. Other than, I mean, the occasional inn you'll find some quest givers, but not newbie quests. It's usually some sort of involved quest. What is this? Whoa. Says Tovanius Venom. So I wish that poison worked. I don't really see anything. There's some alcohol I could buy. At least alcohol has nice effects in this game. If you practice enough with your drinking, you can get pure bonuses from it. I think it's stamina and strength at higher skill levels, and it doesn't take down your wisdom or intelligence after that. But, so we've done the circuit, I've gone around here a few times, so let's go forward. This is the area that I usually see when I go into Felwithe. I've never had a high elf character in my entire life, so, I mean, just not really interested. If I was going to make one, I think it would be like a paladin. I think they kind of look cool, actually. I just never made one. It's not like I disliked them, I just weren't really something I was ever interested in. Okay, so they have their own little lake, and of course I'm doing this when there's a thunderstorm going on. Bait and tackle, where you can get all your fishing needs. You can fish in the lake. Faded gold training tunic. I didn't know you could sell your tunics just for a cleric. This, where's that spell that I bought? So handing in the bone chips is a good way to raise faction, apparently. Yeah, it's 4 silver, 7 copper. So I mean, it's not too bad for a newbie to do that over and over again. If you can get the bone chips. I know when I first came back to Project 99, when I first came to Project 99 EverQuest, that I got a stack or two of bone chips. I think you can get a lot more bone chips outside of Greater Fae, like in the Butcher Block or in Steamfall Mountains. A lot of skeletons around there. And I came back and the guy was buying a stack for 10 plat, which is pretty good for someone just starting out. He helped me out a lot, actually. Merchant Silspin. Okay, so we have a oven here, so cooking. And yes, you can fish. I used to fish here back in Classic. Fishing isn't as necessary for I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get fish out of it. I don't bake anything that I get. I just consume the fish as it is. I'm not sure if I even have fish on me. That I guess I eat it raw in that case. Where is my fishing ability? Right here. You cast your line, and it usually takes, what, 10 seconds. And you get your notification back. Sometimes you pick up junk. Oh, here I got a fish scale. Fish scales are required for breathing underwater. For several classes, I think. But I know my shaman can do it, so I kind of save up the fishing scale. Why I hit friend by accident. Fishing. But I did get better at fishing. But I've seen very unique fish that you can actually get. I caught something. Sandal. Tattered cloth sandal, which is probably worth a few copper. The fish house. Obviously another in Fishmonger Isa. And you can go for a swim if you want. You can raise your swimming skill here. And we'll continue on. Now this goes to Southern Felwithe. Now, of course, there's a bit to read, about half as much as there was for Kellethan. So I'll read that as I run around Felwithe in a moment here. Let's put my weapon back on, because I still have bad memories of trying to engage in combat, and I just had nothing but my fishing pole on. It was really embarrassing. I actually did that in World of Warcraft after a few weeks after it launched, and I was on the PvP server, and that's all I had is a fishing pole in my hand, and I got laughed at as I lay there dead. Pretty sad. Okay, so I think this is just a merchant. Nothing is really labeled except for the ones in the entrance. More merchants here. Let's go out this way. So the half-elf part of me is wood elf and human, not high elf. Okay, so you have another lake here. I did go down. Actually, when I came first started in Project 99, I went in there. I didn't know how to go up or down when swimming, and I drowned. So I drowned and died. So to go up, go in first person, because you can't really control. Apparently there is a way to controlling it, but I think it's just easier for newbies and people like me, who are half newbies, to swim in first person. So you just kind of move up and down, move around to turn where you want with the mouse, and then push forward, and then you go. And try to find your way back out. I'm sure if I can do it over here, actually. There's so up there is the actual teleport pad to go to the Magician, Enchanter, and Wizard Guild. Can I get up? Yeah, I got up. Not sure how you decide where you're going to go if there's 3 places to go to. Maybe there's 3 different pads. I've only been here once. Yeah, there's 3 different pads. Awesome. Okay, so to the... I have it written down here. To the west, which is the one I'm looking at, is the wizard. And it's kind of neat because I think, like in your icons, if you pull up I, you'll see this is what the symbol would be. If you're a magician, you'd have this symbol here, and enchanters get that. So it kind of tells you which way to go. And there's a few low-level quests, like the ones that I like to showcase are just the ones that you start out with that you can end up doing with level 5 and below. And as far as I saw, there's only 3 of those within Felwithe. So we went to the wizard side. Now, do I have a name here? Tarker Blaze Toss. Yeah, that's this guy right here. So he does give a quest. a level 1 quest. Hello. Hail and well met, Tekin. Have you come to study, or can you perform a task for me this day? Perform task, and I didn't say correctly. I didn't write it correctly. That is the spirit. There are many black wolves wandering Fadark these days. One of my brethren needs a black wolf skin as a component for her magic. His magic. Bring me a black wolf skin, and I shall reward you for your efforts. Unfortunately, I didn't bring one, but you can find black wolves in the newbie areas out in Greater Fae. And as far as I know, he's the only one that gives below 5 quests to start out with. And you'll probably find wizard spells. Not from this guy. Oh, look at this. Players have sold bronze items to him. I could have used this ages ago. I guess if I had thought to go around looking at vendors. To outfit my cleric, my dark elf cleric. I think he just needs van braces now. Okay, so I kind of lost where this is where the guy is. Nope, this is the teleport pad to get back. So there's got to be, this other room has got to sell wizard spells. Siri Moonwatcher. Well, yeah. Yeah, wizard spells here, but not too many of them. There's got to be more of them. Stormy. Yep, they're all here. So you don't have to worry. I mean, probably the good majority of spells should be sold by your vendors. Oh, I'm totally going the wrong way. It's my newborn son crying upstairs. You can hear him. I've got my mother-in-law and my wife upstairs. So hopefully none of that's really coming across in the video. Let's go here, back to the pad. Or back to the teleporter area. And I guess you go upstairs again. No, my memory is about 5 seconds long, so of course I forgot it. What I'm doing. When you're commenting on videos, you don't remember everything. I mean, it's not the same thing. And I invite anyone who disagrees with that to try it. Okay, this is the magician area. Who this merchant is, Julian? No idea. Okay, so up here, is there... Yeah, there's a magician quest as well. I've got to find Neola Impholder. Which, that person is not here. But this is the Magician Guild, so you'll find your trainers and your vendors. Joran Nobleheart. See, that guy kind of looks cool. He looked cooler with a helmet, and that's what I kind of picture a paladin looking like. He'll have to be a paladin because he's in... here she is, because he has a sword, which clerics are not allowed to use. Greetings, Tekin. Welcome to the home of the Keepers of the Ard. I am in need of spell components. Would you be willing to fetch some for me? I will fetch. What I need are some bat wings for a spell I am researching. If you bring me back 4 bat wings, I would be willing to reward you with a scroll. And that's that. You can get, of course I don't have the bat wings. You can get 2 spells from her. One is Flare, the other one is Shield of Fire. So that's for magicians. And that's the magician part. And so that's all the low-level quests. I don't believe that there's anything for the enchanters, even though I'm going to go there. This is the enchanter part right here. Enchanters are always a neat class. I did make a Dark Elf Enchanter back in Classic, and I played him a bit. I just love the idea, especially because the guild I was in was so into role-playing that you can run around as different races. No one would know who or what you are. I guess if you have your guild tag on, that's not going to help, but because the guild I was in was just Dark Elves only. Oh, this guy... Favor. He is saying something. Hello and welcome. I am sure you have much to do, but could I ask a favor of you? Did I not say it right? Not capitalized. What favor? Okay, so you don't have to copy just the exact word. I mean, as you can see, it didn't work. Weird. Oh, on second thought, never mind. I really should just do it myself. Thank you anyways. Oh, maybe there is no quest. Interesting. guy's kind of a tease. Kenul Gold Singer. So you have your merchants and you have your trainers, just like everywhere else. Let's see what is here. Well, we have to find the teleport pad unless I want to swim across the water. Here it is. Okay, so that pretty much finishes Felwithe off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around now and throughout the city and read the lore on the city, I guess. Felwithe. Felwithe is the legendary city of the High Elves, which rises out of the fog of Greater Feydark as one of the most wonderful cities in all of Norath. Its golden walls give off a faint glow of all their own, and the peaceful city attracts many visitors from abroad. The surrounding areas. Greater Feydark is the forest that Felwithe lies within. From there, High Elves may access Butcherblock Mountains and the lands beyond, Lesser Feydark, or the Orc Lair of the Crushbone. Traveling to and from Felwithe. Felwithe's entrance lies due east of the pass from the Butcherblock Mountains along a path that winds its way around the periphery of the Greater Feydark. Lesser Feydark is through a pass halfway between Butcherblock and Felwithe, and there are a set of transportation towers along that path. To the northwest of Felwithe lies the Wood Elf home of Kellethan, and north of that lies the lair of the Crushbone Orcs. History. After the destruction of the Eldar forest of Tunaria and the fall of the Takish Hiz, the remaining elves migrated across the Ocean of Tears. Some say the ocean's name goes back to the tears of Tunar herself, shed for her lost children. The city itself is named for Alyssa Felwithe, a Codadal hero who took particular leadership during this dark time and helped secure the Greater Feydark as the new elven homeland. There are legends that Felwithe is built upon an ancient dark elf capital called Caerthiel, with a C. The Tyrdal accused the Codadal of raising Caerthiel after the destruction of the Eldar forest and slaying its dark elf inhabitants to the last elf. Most modern-day Codadal deny this story altogether, although a few claim there is evidence of Tyrdal construction under the city. The High Elves and Wood Elves have always lived together in harmony before the forced emigration. When they arrived in Faedwer, the Elves set about to rebuilding Takish Hiz. The Wood Elves liked the woods as they were and departed the city in progress to build their own home closer to nature. The Codadal eventually gave up trying to coax back their discordant cousins, and they agreed to disagree on their various philosophical, legal, and religious differences. However, Felwithe is still considered the elven capital, and while the Wood Elves have their own laws and government, they are still considered subjects of the Felwithian king. High Cleric Sarthan Leafwind, as the first to write down what would come to be known as the Code of the Codadal, based on laws supposedly set down by Tunair herself since the earliest days of Takish Hiz. These laws, kept and enforced by the priesthood, are still in use today. Today, King Tircis Thex has reigned over the High Elves for several centuries. His daughter, Felwithe, the chosen of Tunair, is next in line for the throne. Vi. Local color. Places. The town is dominated by guild halls to the various followings. One of the wonders of architecture lies in the far end of Felwithe, the Tower of the Mages, suspended unbelievably over a pool below. There is also an extensive river running through the city, and fishing is very common pastime here. People. The High Elves are a reserved, contemplative people, much like the erudites in that regard. As such, there are no open markets or the associated undesirables within its walls. Quiet thought is the norm in Felwithe, and its inhabitants reflect that. Alright, so that will do for the lore. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'm going to continue on with more guides of the local area, completing the whole continent of Faedwer first, and then I'll move on to probably Neriak, which is my favorite place outside. Pretty much, actually, it's probably my favorite place in the whole game. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.